He's got everything you want. Can play downhill, can play tough, can cover tight ends and running backs, can run sideline to sideline.
Kamara, nice move in the backfield to get away from penetration from Hufanga. The ball popping out at the end of the carry, and it'll belong to the San Francisco 49ers. Kamara coughs it up. DeMeco Ryans loves what he sees from his defense. Back to Laura's point and to Kyle Shanahan's point, starting to get healthy. Garoppolo, good protection, has time, finds Deebo Samuel, slips a tackle down to the 19.
Look at how wide Davenport is.
Third down.
Cam Jordan.
Garoppolo hit as he throws. A wobbler caught at the 10-yard line. Ray McLeod III able to pull it in. Big play for the Saints defense here. 3rd and goal after the Kamara fumble. Shotgun, Garoppolo, end zone, deflected away by Paulson Adebo, and the pass falls to the turf to bring up 4th and goal.
There are options potentially up top on the other side of the field, but regardless, it falls to the turf and
goes to work from the 19-yard line, first down. Ingram in the backfield. Dalton off the play fake. Over the middle. Finds his tight end Adam Troutman, and a good gain for Troutman.
This is their first play of nickel all game. Finally, they get to bring in Jimmy Ward, who they love in the slot.
3rd and 11 at the 35. Dalton, pressure coming late. Backpedals. Dalton's got some room to roam. Pumps. Digging for the first down yardage, and the dive may have gotten it. Andy Dalton showing the wheels.
Well, he's going to get away from some pressure inside. Right here, they're running the game up front. Trying to get Bosa down the middle. You see Bosa's breathing down his neck. Andy Dalton hits the eject button, gets all the way out to the side.
Christian McCaffrey motioning into the backfield on first down and 10. For San Francisco, up 3-0 in the first. The play fake. Garoppolo finds Kittle. Here's George Kittle on the run. Tripped up at a 30-yard line.
These guys have really turned it on, and they're ready to crescendo into the end of this season on a hot streak.
2nd and 7. Garoppolo hit as he dumps it short to McCaffrey, and a first down.
There he is at the point of this bunch formation.
4-man Saints rush. Garoppolo floating it from McCaffrey and just a little too far.
Who's playing? Is it nickel with Jimmy Ward like we see now, or Alshire because we think they're going to run it?
Dalton had time, and he finds Rashid Shaheed diving right on the logo. 3rd and 11 at the 49-yard line for the Saints as we start the second quarter. Dalton facing a 4-man rush, checks it down. Kamara on the sideline, and they're down in 6. Garoppolo to the sideline. Kittle with a juggling catch and a first down. 3rd and 12 of the 15. Garoppolo steps away from pressure, short to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey is not going to find the yardage for the first down. Former quarterback very unhappy with that. 34. Dalton under pressure, in trouble, flag down, shovels it forward for Kamara, and the pass incomplete. First down.
Some choice words for the coach.
Off the play fake, Garoppolo setting up, open over the middle, caught, and a first down. Brandon Ayuk into Saints territory. 2nd and 5. Garoppolo over the middle. Ayuk getting a little more pie inside the 20. 2nd down and 10. Motion behind from Samuel. Mitchell gets the carry, bouncing to the outside. Room out there for Mitchell. First down, and it's 1st and goal, San Francisco.
In a route.
3rd and goal. Garoppolo got it out of his hands quickly. It is caught by Jawan Jennings, but short of the goal line. Chris Harris Jr. in for the injured P.J. Williams with the tackle. Kittle in motion. Garoppolo off the play fake. Wants to run. He's not going to get there.
Of giving up 3 points to a team at home as crowds getting into this ballgame.
There's the quick toss. Olave with the catch. He's short of the first down. From the 44 on first down. Garoppolo, nobody open. Finds Jennings finally at the 40-yard line. Dancing on the sideline, and Jennings out of bounds. No timeouts. 19 seconds until halftime. 1st and goal. Garoppolo, late pressure, throws, deflected, and caught! Tyrann Mathieu with the deflection. Jawan Jennings with the touchdown. A tip drill in the Bay Area, and 6 for San Francisco.
Holy moly. Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know how he got this ball out. It was all arm against his own body. Matthew playing it pretty well. Jimmy Garoppolo wants to put that ball at the pylon.
Deebo Samuel, the motion man. Off the play fake, Garoppolo checks down to Samuel. Secures the football up the sideline, little hesitation. And a little in the backfield in the second half than McCaffrey, at least from a running standpoint.
That's right. Really exploded in that second half.
Quick swing, Samuel. Nice catch. That ball.
Let's see who can come back and really bounce back from a little adversity. The Saints desperately need a stop here.
First down and 20. Garoppolo chased on the run to the sideline, and there's Brandon Ayuk. 3rd and 11. 28-yard line. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk down the sideline, deflected by a Deebo.
Once again, the Saints defense holding them to a field goal. That's a win in my book.
Robbie Gould from 46 knocks it through. Let's say Mark Sanchez said you guys aren't any good on 3rd and short.
He would do that.
Dalton, Kamara with room. Kamara on the edge and a little stiff arm to Hufanga. They'll bring 5 with pressure. Here's Landry, a little stumble on his cut, but it's enough to get the first down. Dalton, short to Kamara. And Kamara, and this...
Be ready for Kamara as well.
No one. Blitz comes. He floats it up to Shaheed. Shaheed thought he was held. The pass is incomplete. We'll see how he fares. Keep an eye on that left leg. 3rd and 9. Garoppolo waiting. Ayuk with the catch, but he had to come back and get it, and he's not going to have the first down. Stop. 4-man rush. Dalton throws. Caught by Shaheed, and Shaheed's got some speed out of bounds. And a first down. Kamara in the backfield, 2nd and 10. From the 37, San Francisco rushing 4. Dalton flushed on the run, and he finds Olave. Nothing wrong with that connection. It is the Achilles heel of this 49ers defense. At least it has been.
Oh,
and he throws a dirt ball. Oh. Dalton on the sidelines. Hill. The quarterback.
Don't get too cute. Just slam it up in there.
Hill's going to throw. Pressure coming. Hill's in trouble. Still on his feet. Taysom Hill trying to make a play. And it's dropped at the 20-yard line. Juwan Johnson, the intended receiver. There's a flag down, and Hill may have been hit late.
There were 2 fouls by the defense on the play. Before the pass was thrown, holding number 29. This penalty is declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 97. This 15-yard penalty will be enforced. Automatic.
Missed his calling. He could have been a running back. 2nd and 9 at the 18.
There he goes.
And he finds Olave inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. 2nd and goal at the 6. Dalton will go to the air. Throws it short. Kamara at the 3. At the 2. Ball is out! Ball is out! Caromming around. Pinballing around at the 1-yard line. San Francisco's got it. The scoreless streak continues in the second half. Talanoa Hufanga bats it out. And the Saints turned away at the 1.
Well, watch this. He's just going to sit down. Grabs it, tries to get forward, get vertical. Boom, there's the punch. Hufanga batted up in the air. Johnson almost has it.
Third and 6. Garoppolo trying to find Deebo Samuel on the quick slant, and the pass incomplete. We certainly have, and they're flying all over the place. They'll need him again on 3rd and 2. Dalton looking for Olave. He's got him inside the 15, and the rookie jarred out with a Saints first down.
That's Kamara sneaking out of the backfield. There he goes.
Throwing again, 3rd down, looking for Taysom Hill, incomplete. 3 wide left. Play clock at 2. Dalton gets the shotgun snap. Dalton backside pressure. Bosa got him.
I thought Bosa left a little early. So, listen, when you know how to win ugly, it doesn't matter as long as you get the W in that win column. So huge for this team.
How about Jordan Mason? Don't win a lot of games when you're under that point total. Certain teams never win. It's Jordan Mason. Take on the Rams. San Francisco closing out their 4th straight win and about to close out their 4th straight game without allowing a point in the second half, as they will do. And it was this defense, Mark Sanchez, that got it done.
Look at the punch right there.